Welcome to Barcelona, Spain and the Barcelona-El Prat Airport. Purpose of this video is to give you as much information by way of a walk through the airport. We will enter the airport, we will show you where to register, then we will show you how to check in, then we will go through security, and then on the other side of security we will go through the duty free, show you what's available in there, any other shopping that's available, food options in the airport, then we will show you how to get to your gate, and we will get on the plane and skedaddle. Let's go. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Barcelona, Spain and the Barcelona-El Prat Airport. We are just getting off the Aerobus. Now if you're looking for any sort of airport to city center or city center to airport options, I've done a video on the Aerobus. It worked for us. And it's roughly €9 one way or €14 return. Now we are going to walk into the airport here. Barcelona International Airport, otherwise known as the El Prat Airport, but also known as the Josep Tarradellas Airport, named after a famous Spanish person. We are walking into the airport and I'm going to let you know that we're going to try and answer as many questions as you have during this walk. This is a big airport. It is the second largest in Spain. Now it's named after a Catalan politician, although it's still technically known as Barcelona-El Prat. Now El Prat is the area of a municipality of Barcelona that it's named after. So we are going to look at the board here. We are flying with Vueling and we are flying from Barcelona into Mallorca. It's roughly a 50-hour flight. We are looking at it there. We have to get to the kiosk to check in. We're going to take you through this whole process. We're going to try and do it as in real time as possible. It was fairly quick, but like I said, head on a swivel. This is a big airport, tons of security around here, and I'm going to give you as much information as possible. Now we are flying with Vueling to Mallorca. This would be a very common flight out of this airport right here. And what I'll say is the airport has recently been renamed and receives its current name from the homage of a Catalan politician, although it is still technically known as Barcelona-El Prat. It also receives other popular nicknames such as BCN Airport or El Prat Airport. BCN are the call letters for Barcelona. Barcelona Airport is the second largest international airport in Spain after Madrid International Airport, and it is the first in Catalonia and the Mediterranean coast. Now, once the COVID pandemic hit, prior to it, 52 million people went through here a year. Now this year, only 42 million have gone through this airport, so tourism is a little down and it's getting back to normal. Another reason why numbers might be down is the Barcelona to Madrid flight. There were tons of those flights going out of this airport, but since Spain has made the high-speed train from Barcelona to Madrid, there's been fewer flights going there. So we are just looking up and we are going to now go check in with Vueling. Vueling is kind of a lower kind of budget airline in Europe, maybe along with like EasyJet or Ryanair, something like that. So we've got a cheap flight and 50 minutes. I always love you wake up, you get to the airport, an hour flight, you're on an island in the Mediterranean. Does it get any better? We're going to now check in one of these machines. Oftentimes, you would go right up to the counter and do it all there, but we're going to wait in line here for an available machine, go scan our passports, all the information, and then we're going to go up to the counter and check our bags. Maybe one little tip here Now, we were coming in from Canada about a week and a half ago, and the baggage weight was at something like 40 or 50 pounds. I think it was 22 or 25 kilograms. Now here in Europe it's usually 20 kilograms, so just keep that in mind. We are under the 20 kilograms. We have come up to the Vueling kiosk or desk here. We're going to check our bags and just make sure they're under the 20 kilograms, which is 20 times 2.2 would give us 44 pounds. So we've eaten a few of our snacks over the last couple weeks. We were in Portugal. We flew from Porto into Barcelona. We've been in Barcelona for 5 days. If you can get here, man, get here. It is awesome. I've got a number of other videos out on my site about Barcelona. If you have any other questions about Barcelona, I'm going to be popping out a number of other videos about Barcelona. Like I said, it's a 50-minute flight into Mallorca, and we'll be there for approximately 5 days also before we fly back into Madrid. So I will be doing, the next video will be on the Mallorca airport, and I'll be flying in there. And like I said, there's only one airport there, so if you're flying in there and you see this video and you're doing the exact same thing we are, well, next video coming out will be going into Mallorca. Now what we're going to do is we are going to get our boarding passes here, our passports are back, and we are going to walk over to security right now. This place is buzzing. Second busiest airport in Spain. Please keep your head up because there's a lot going on here. We're going to head over to security. We're going to go through security, and in about 4 or 5 minutes we will have gone through security, and we're going to come down these escalators and you're going to see the duty free. Once I get to that point, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to walk to the duty free. It's going to take 5 or 6 minutes. Then I'm going to walk through the airport for a little bit, show you the shopping options. Then I am going to show you the food options. Then I'm going to show you how to get to the gate. We are going to B39 gate to get on our plane with Vueling, and we'll be taking off for 50 minutes and landing on the beautiful island of Mallorca. So it is busy. You can see the McDonald's sign there already. After you go through security, now we are lining up for security. You can see those two middle signs right there that just basically say boarding gates and security. I'm going to take a picture of it. We're going straight through there. I will say, do not leave it too late to go through security. You're going to see, we're going to get in there and they've got these ropes off and you're going to be in a long lineup getting through here, especially if it is on the weekends or during the middle of the day. Usually early morning or later on at night there's fewer people, but right now this place is buzzing. This is kind of a shoulder season in the fall. This is probably not as busy as it gets, but once you get into this lineup, all I'm saying is get to the airport. Don't leave it to the last minute. You see the line up here. It was not super quick, but you're dealing with a huge airport here. Once you get through security, you have plenty of stimuli. You have got tons of shopping. The duty free is huge, clean, lots of options, and I'll be walking through there just so you know what to expect. And after that, I will come out of the duty free and I will walk around and I will show you the shopping options. Then I will show you that obviously there's McDonald's, there's a number of food options, and then we are going to B39. Now there roughly are gates for A, B, C, D. So there's a whack of ways you can get lost. And that's why it's probably a good idea just to watch the video. I do these videos to give you as much information as possible, but next expectations about how big it's going to be. So you can see Starbucks, you're going to see to the left, Burger King to the left, McDonald's I think is to the right. I'm going to come down, we're going to look at this board right here. You can also see gates D and E are going to be to the right. You're going to come down, you're going to look at this board, and you're going to see where the gates are. We know we are going to B39, so we know we're going to be heading in a certain direction. But here is the signage. There it is. A is going to be to the left, B, C is going to be the right, so we're obviously heading that way, and also D and E are to the right. But on this board will tell you, hey, we know we're going to Mallorca, we know we're going with Vueling, we know what time we're going. This is going to tell us, just confirm the gate number, and whether it's on time, and if it is delayed, how long it's delayed. Sometimes these things change gates from when we got our boarding until now. So I'm going to just run the video here, and we're going to kind of look around. We're going to go through duty free, and then we're going to do a little bit of look at the shopping, and then we are going to look at the food options, find our gate B39, and get on the plane. If you have any questions, pop it in the comment section, but I am just going to let this thing roll right now, and I'll say ciao for now from Barcelona. Enjoy the walk and the expectations of what this airport is all about, because it is a big one, and there's plenty of stimuli, plenty of shopping before you get on the plane. Okay, here we go.
Gate B. Gate B.
Se ha cortado.
Pues no sé, fui a la uni. Ja, maar was er nog offen of lekker?
Anche vi faccio che devi facere una foto con il vaso.
Uma cerveja de...
Não, esse de frango cerveja.
En casa.
Here's a luggage